AI integration in Spring Boot looks simple at first. Call a model, return the response, and you are done. But once this moves beyond a demo, a lot of things can go wrong. In this video, I will walk through the most common mistakes I see when developers integrate AI into Spring Boot applications and how to think about them correctly. One of the biggest problems is that we treat AI like any other REST API. But AI behaves very differently. It's slower, unpredictable, and probabilistic. Most mistakes come from ignoring this reality. The first mistake is calling AI directly from controllers. This couples HTTP handling with AI logic and leaves no room for validation, timing, fallbacks, or future changes. Controllers should handle HTTP, nothing else. AI should leave behind a clear boundary. Controllers call services, services call AI, never the other way around. Unlike normal APIs, AI does not guarantee the same output for the same input. If your system assumes deterministic behavior, you will eventually hit bugs that are very hard to reproduce. This impacts caching, testing, and even debugging. Another common mistake is returning raw AI text directly from your API. This makes your API contract unstable and tightly coupled to AI behavior. APIs should return structured responses, even if the answer itself is generated. A stable API contract gives you room to evolve. You can change models, prompts, or providers without breaking the clients. Prompts are often treated as throwaway strings. In reality, prompts are business logic. If prompts are scattered across controllers and services, they become impossible to manage, test, or review. Prompts should be centralized, versioned, and owned just like any other part of our codebase. This becomes critical as your system grows. AI calls are slow compared to normal services. They can timeout, fail, or return partial responses. If your API does not plan for this, users will feel it immediately. Production systems would assume failure by default. AI should never bring down your API or block critical workflows. One final mistake is over-engineering from day one. You don't need embeddings, vector databases, and retrieval pipelines for every use case. Start simple, design clean boundaries, and evolve only when required. Most AI problems in Spring Boot are not AI problems. They are design problems. If your structure is clean, AI becomes much easier to reason about. If you want a complete step-by-step guide to Spring AI with proper design and real examples, I have covered it in detail in my Udemy course. You will find the link in the description. Thank you for watching.